very delightful good evening to all of you. I am Monica. Welcome you all to this August gathering. The chief guests are expected to arrive in a couple of minutes, so I request everyone to please take their seats and put their phones on the silent mode. Please be seated and get comfortable as we begin shortly. Once again, our heartiest welcome to the chief guest of the event, Mr. Shombi Sharp, UN Resident Coordinator for India, other officials, dignitaries, and all my dear friends. Please have a big hand for our chief guest, Mr. Shombi Sharp. हर चेहरा यहाँ एक जज्बा, हर आँख में चमक है. इस हॉल में बैठी हर एक विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर की मेहनत में कामयाबी की दमक है. Carrying forward the spirit of bold dreams and tireless efforts, we are delighted to have you join us for today's event, enabling women-led development through entrepreneurship. To officially open the event, I invite Ms. Aruna Oswal, Chair WCD and Entrepreneurship Committee from PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the welcome address. Ms. Aruna Oswal. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Good evening to all and a warm welcome to everyone present here at She Powers, a celebration of resilience, enterprise, and leadership among India's women entrepreneurs. It is my privilege and honor to welcome our distinguished speakers, Mr. Shombi Sharp, who just arrived. He is a UN resident coordinator in India. Principal Economic Advisor, Niti Aayog, Ms. Anna Roy. We are waiting for her to join. You are Anna Roy. Okay. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Thank you. Sorry. I would also like to extend my warm welcome to Ms. Nidhi Toshniwal, National President, COVI India, my esteemed co-chairs at PhD CCI, WCD and E Committee, Dr. Blossom Kochhar and Mrs. Archana Agarwal, and the head of department of the committee, Ms. Shalini Sharma, Assistant Secretary General, PhD CCI. I also welcome all the members of WEP, COVI India, and PhD CCI, WCD and E Committee. To begin with, I agree and confess that today I feel deeply honored to stand here as the chair of PhD CCI, WCD and E Committee. This meet is extremely significant because we have three important organizations coming together for a common mission and vision. She Powers. We thank Niti Aayog, Women Entrepreneurship Platform, and the Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs, COVE, for partnering with us in organizing this meet. This gathering marks not just an event, but a movement toward creating a future that is more inclusive, equitable, and empowering for every woman in India. Our committee envisions a more inclusive India where women lead not just in boardrooms, but in classrooms, farms, factories, and startups. Our mission is to drive entrepreneurship, skill development, financial literacy, gender parity, menstrual hygiene, awareness, and support for underprivileged women and children. Apart from, we have had so many programs in these years, apart from Har Enterprise Har Din, Dialogue on Gender Parity, and so many other events. The committee has most recently, in April 2025, at Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, organized a women leadership conclave in association with Stri Shakti, a popular NGO. The term She Powers, in my understanding, signifies Nari Shakti, a power that not only brings together women, visionaries, policymakers, social entrepreneurs, and business leaders to come together at one platform, engage towards empowerment and enterprise, but also a vision that aims to provide for collective strength to each woman to be enterprising and empowering. She Powers is not just a word, it is a movement, a mindset, a mission. As Michelle Obama once said, there is no limit to what we as women can accomplish. She Powers reminds us of this truth that every woman carries within her the strength to lead, to heal, to create, and to transform. She Powers is also about community. It is about mothers raising daughters who dream bigger. It is about women lifting each other instead of competing. As Serena Williams said, the success of every woman should be the inspiration to another. We should raise each other up. As we move forward, we have some vision for future. As we move forward, I believe collaboration is key. PhDCCI, Niti Aayog, WEP, and COVE. We all can create together so many programs on mentorship, access to finance, digital inclusion, upskilling, and market linkages for women entrepreneurs. Let us remember, this evening is not the end, but a beginning of new conversations, deeper collaborations, and stronger solidarity for a future where women power is not just in their homes, but the economy and society at large. Together, let us unlock the true potential of India's women entrepreneurs. Because when she powers, then society powers. And when society powers, nation powers. I leave you with the words of Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Let us believe, let us empower, let us she power. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for setting the tone of today's program. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विद्यारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. With this thought in mind and respecting the rich tradition of our country, may I now please request the esteemed presence of Mr. Shombi Sharp, Miss Anna Roy, Miss Aruna Oswal, Miss Uma Gurkha, Miss Ruchita Bansal, Mr. Vijay Agrawal, Mr. Sandeep Marwa, Miss Meera Goyal for lighting the lamp and inaugurate the event. Thank you, sirs and ma'ams. may please take your seats. महिलाएं अपने जोश और जुनून से लिख रही हैं एक नई कहानी, बना रही हैं खुद अपनी पहचान और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के नक्शे पर छोड़ रही हैं अपनी खुद की निशानी। फाल्गुनी नायर ने नायिका से सौंदर्य ही नहीं बल्कि आत्मविश्वास की भी मशाल जलाई। मामा अर्थ में गजल अलग ने प्रकृति से प्यार और माँ की ममता दिखाई। किरण मजूमदार शॉ ने बायोकॉन से विज्ञान की दुनिया में अपना नाम बना डाला। ऋचा कर ने जिवामे से तोड़ा चुप्पियों का ताला। इंदिरा नूई ने पेप्सिको से एक रोल मॉडल बन एक नई मिसाल बनाई। यहाँ बैठी हर एक वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर ने अपनी मेहनत से अपनी इंडस्ट्री में खुद अपनी पहचान बनाई। यहाँ बैठी हर एक वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर ने खुद अपनी मेहनत से अपनी इंडस्ट्री में अपनी खुद की पहचान बनाई। With these words setting the tone, I now invite Ms. Uma Gurkha, founder and director COVE India, to share her insights on the entrepreneurship landscape in India for women. Please welcome her.
Respected Mr. Shambi Sharp, UN Resident Coordinator in India, Ms. Anna Roy, Principal Economic Advisor to Niti Aayog, dignitaries, COVE members, PhD Chamber of Commerce members, WeConnect members. It's a great privilege, and I thank Niti Aayog, WEP, PhD Chamber of Commerce, and the Haryana chapter of COVE to give me this opportunity to share my views on the landscape of entrepreneurship in India and the role of organizations. 46 years back, out of IIT, in 1979, I made my plunge into entrepreneurship. In those days, the thought of entrepreneurship one would never consider. So I have seen over the years the sea change that this landscape on entrepreneurship has made. Taking entrepreneurship was the last thing that was being considered. Seeing this, recognizing the need for women to change their thought process, 21 years back, 5 others with me, we launched Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs. Today, COVE, as we call it, COVE India, is the only women entrepreneurship organization that has spread its wings across the country in 12 different chapters. And we have very dynamic chapter presidents like Ruchita Bansal of Haryana, Renu Sharma, she's here, from Delhi, and Renu there, and Ria Raheja of UP. So we have 3 of them representing us here. Over the past decade, India has witnessed a remarkable transformation in the startup and entrepreneurial landscape. What was once a small, metro-centric movement has now become a national phenomenon, driving innovation, jobs, and impact. In 2014, India had around 4,000 to 5,000 startups. Today, we have 110,000 DPIIT recognized startups, making us the 3rd largest startup ecosystem, only after China and US. The number of Indian unicorns have grown from 4 in 2014 to 115 today, with a combined valuation of 350 billion. The government's startup initiative in 2016, Atal Innovation Mission, simplified registration processes, have catalyzed this process, supporting over 115,000 startups, creating 1.2 million jobs. Venture capital inflows have also grown to nearly tenfold. What is truly inspiring is that this wave has reached corners in 700 districts of the country. They're tackling challenges in fintech, healthcare, education, agri, sustainability, and social enterprise. At the heart of this revolution is the rise of women entrepreneurs. A decade ago, women-led startups were rare and overlooked. In my times, there were hardly any women entrepreneurs. But a decade ago also, it was very rare. But today, 18% of the startups are women, which is quite creditable, and it's growing year on year. Women are leading ventures in technology, healthcare, education, social impact, and beyond, breaking barriers and creating inclusive growth. And it was a time when women were only into tradition of handicrafts and textiles. Now they're breaking all barriers. I'd like to now highlight the transformative power of associations like COVI India, and when such associations come together, as we are doing today. We have COVI India with support of different government, quasi-government organizations, and collaborating with different business organizations, done many things in the last 20 years. With support of MSME, state governments, and bankers, COVI has trained over 10,000. 10,000 may be a small figure too, through their EDPs, that is entrepreneurial development programs, and entrepreneurial skill development programs. We have enabled over 50 entrepreneurs to showcase their products internationally, all with the support of MSME. We've enabled over 1,000 women to exhibit their products in the national exhibitions, again with support of MSME. With support of SIDBI, we have conducted online COVI marts, and this was done at COVID time. So when businesses were closed, our women entrepreneurs, through the COVI mart, were continuing to do business. We conducted 40 webinars, again from COVID time and thereafter, when women were educated on different kinds of businesses and opportunities, and the detailed model on how it was being run, how it can be run. We educated entrepreneurs in remote places like Andamans, Mizoram, Jammu Kashmir, Lakshadweep. We educated them on photography and how to do online marketing, on creating gateway platforms, so that they learned about how they could conduct their business sitting those distances online. So these were rural, small-time entrepreneurs, and that was extremely satisfying. This was the support from SIDBI, we could do it. So in association with WeConnect, 25 of our entrepreneurs had gone to China to understand how Chinese businesses go, and they got an exposure to meet internationally lots of entrepreneurs there. In collaboration with ISDP of the US, we are now facilitating priority procurement, which is a needed thing. MNCs, PSUs are supposed to be doing priority procurement. So we are enabling that with the support of ISDP US. In collaboration with ZDH, GIZ, these are German organizations, and Manage, we are doing a lot of skill development activities to bring women into entrepreneurship. So, I'm talking all this to emphasize how much collaborations make a difference. And we are working that direction today, which is a really good step forward. This partnership today with PHD Chamber of Commerce and WEP will go a far way to harness the power of collective action. As we look ahead, let's ensure more women get resources, mentorship, and confidence that's needed to lead India's next generation of startups. Because, like you had said from PhD, when women lead, the entire economy thrives. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Gurkha. Yes, it is very true that despite the remarkable strides made by women in the field of entrepreneurship, there still lies a long road ahead. Yes, we have come a long way, but we still have miles to go. Even today, women often face unwelcome comments, taunts, doubts about their capabilities, especially in the field of entrepreneurship, be it during investor meetings, while raising funds, or while simply asserting their vision. Their voices are met with bias or disbelief. To highlight and reflect upon these persistent challenges faced by women, I have penned a short Hindi poem, a mirror to the voices, to the biases, and the hurdles that women continue to face even today. With that, I now begin my poem. ये एक कविता शुरू होती है एक ताने से जो एक महिला एंटरप्रेन्योर है जो बनना चाहती है, उसको दिए जा रहे हैं इन्वेस्टर मीटिंग में फंड्स रेज करते समय, तो इससे ये शुरू हो रही है. सो आई नाउ स्टार्ट. क्या यह बिजनेस चला भी पाएगी? कहीं बीच में ही तो सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ कर मैटरनिटी लीव पे तो नहीं चली जाएगी? मार्केट की वॉलेटिलिटी देख ये छुई मुई सी लड़की पक्का घबरा जाएगी. बड़ी इमोशनल सी लग रही है, मुझे नहीं लगता है कोई रिस्की डिसीजंस ले भी पाएगी. बाजार टफ है और मार्केट भी डाउन है. ऐसी सिचुएशन में कैसे कोई एक कंपनी एक औरत चला पाएगी? खुद के नाम बिना किसी प्रॉपर्टी के, बिना किसी एसेट के ये फंडिंग कहाँ से लाएगी? और तो और ये ग्रास रूट लेवल पे सरकारी ऑफिसर्स से कैसे डील कर पाएगी? कोर्ट कचहरी और पुलिस स्टेशन के चक्कर लगा लगा के कहीं ये खुद तो चक्कर खा के नहीं गिर जाएगी? क्या ये स्वीट स्वीट सी बात करने वाली ये लड़की अपने सबॉर्डिनेट से काम करवा भी पाएगी? कहीं भोलेपन में अपने उन सबॉर्डिनेट से बेवकूफ़ बन के तो नहीं आ जाएगी? और फेल होने पे ये बिजनेस कोई रोने वोने तो नहीं लग जाएगी? ये पापा की परी, ये मम्मी की लाडली अपने नाजुक से कंधों पे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का भारी भरकम बोझ कैसे उठा पाएगी? चलो अचार और पापड़ का बिजनेस तो एक घड़ी मान भी ले, लेकिन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी जैसे प्रोजेक्ट्स तो ये पक्का ही नहीं चला पाएगी. जब भी कोई तुमको ऐसा ताना दे, तुम्हारे आत्मविश्वास को कम करने की कोशिश करे, तो तुम दुगने जोश और जुनून के साथ मेहनत करने में लग जाना. ऐसी कड़वी बातें सुनकर अपना मुंह मत लटकाना. उन बातों में आकर अपनी गर्दन झुकाकर अपने सिर का ताज मत गिराना. तुम्हें शार्क बनने की ज़रूरत ही क्या है? तुम डॉल्फिन बन के अपने स्टार्टअप को यूनिकॉर्न बनाना. अपनी फेमिनिटी को एम्ब्रेस करते हुए तुम उन्हें अपनी इंडस्ट्री की बिजनेस टाइकून बन के दिखाना. अपने उस ह्यूमन टच वाले लीडरशिप स्टाइल के साथ ही तुम अपने बिजनेस को 25% कैगर के साथ ग्रो करके दिखाना. खुद की आवाज़ को चीख नहीं, तुम गूंज बन के सुनाना. बोर्ड रूम्स में, मीटिंग हॉल्स में उस स्वीट सी आवाज़ के साथ ही अपनी बात को बिना चिल्लाए दूर तक पहुंचाना. और हाँ सुनो, हर मंच पे, हर पिच में पूरे हौसले से खुद को पेश करना, बिना गिल्ट, बिना शर्म. तुम अपना स्पेस बेखौफ क्लेम करना और खुद को शाबाशी देने में तुम ज़्यादा मत हिचकिचाना और खुद के अचीवमेंट्स को भी दिल खोल के अपनाना. क्योंकि अपनी फेमिनिटी को एम्ब्रेस करते हुए तुम्हें अपनी 5 लोगों की टीम को 500, 5000 और 5 लाख का बनाना है। अपना वो ह्यूमन टच वाले लीडरशिप स्टाइल के साथ ही तुम्हें अपने ब्रांड को ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेके जाना है। तुम्हें शार्क नहीं डॉल्फिन बन के अपने स्टार्टअप को यूनिकॉर्न बनाना है। तुम्हें शार्क नहीं डॉल्फिन बन के अपने बिजनेस को ऊंचाइयों पे लेके जाना है। ऐसी कड़वी बातें सुनकर अपना मुंह लटकाकर अपने सिर का ताज तुम्हें नहीं गिराना है। तुम्हें शार्क नहीं डॉल्फिन बनकर अपने बिजनेस को आगे बढ़ाना है। So, while some trailblazing women have successfully carved a niche for themselves in the world of entrepreneurship, many others continue to face significant challenges, from limited access to finance and difficulty in marketing their products to a lack of digital and technical skills. The need to unlock their potential and build a nurturing ecosystem has never been more urgent. Recognizing this, Niti Aayog launched the Women Entrepreneurship Platform, a transformative initiative aimed at supporting women entrepreneurs at every stage of their journey. To share more about this transformative platform, I now invite Ms. Anna Roy, Principal Economic Advisor, Niti Aayog, to grace the stage. Please welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Thank you, Monica. For all of you who do not know Monica, she's an Indian Economic Service Officer and she has taken time out of her official duties to be with us. She penned this poem specially for this occasion. And she's doing it pro bono, which is, I think, the most important. So, giving back to the society, for me, that's the most important thing. Women Entrepreneurship Platform is an aggregated platform which is premised on achieving Ichha Shakti, Gyan Shakti, and Karma Shakti. This is our vision for the women and support them in their entrepreneurial journey. Our mission is to work through collaboration, convergence, and consolidation. We are an ecosystem builder, so I would not like to speak too much on it. I would like to call some of our partners. We completed 7 years in 2025. We have not got any funding from the government. We have reached here simply on the the support of the ecosystem stakeholders. So without them, we are nothing. Some of them are with us here today. So please bear with me, please hear them out. First, Radhika Kaul Batra, who is one of the founding members of WEP community. Please come, Radhika. Latika Nath, who is one of our pillars for skilling. Please come, Latika. And Shivani Malik, who has been an ecosystem, who's also been part of WEP from its inception. I would like each one of them to tell you why coming together is so important and which is our motto. The motto of WEP is Together We Can, and today I want them to speak because we are also launching our collaboration with COVI and PhD Chamber of Commerce, and I hope by hearing these wonderful women, more women who are in the audience will be enthused and will be motivated to work with us proactively. Thank you very much. I will now request Radhika.
Thank you, Anna. So this is the 7th year of WEP, and there's something really nice about the number 7. We know of it as 7 colors, we know of it as 7 continents, we know of it 7 days of the week. 7 has a completeness, and Anna, I want to compliment you in the completion of this 7-year journey, because with this 7-year journey, we have seen this initiative, which just started out as an idea, which has morphed into a movement. We can see this, we can see it today. You know, it started out as the idea of an aggregator platform, But today, there are over 72,000 women who are registered on the WETP platform. It's no mean achievement. It's no mean achievement because it's not just the women, it's the ecosystem that has been developed through partnerships, through pro bono work, through the idea ke karke dikhana hai, through this, this network of women and men who come together to make things work. We know the challenges. We know that women, the female labor force participation is very low. We know what that means. We know something needs to be done. It can be done through employment. It can be done through entrepreneurship. This ecosystem brings women together through entrepreneurship, enabling women with opportunities, enabling women with connectivity, enabling women with an environment which they otherwise may not have. And by doing that, bringing the strength of the collective together and making it easier, making it more empowering. I mean, some of the things that we did together include recognizing women who are transformers. So we started a women entrepreneurship and women transforming India program, for instance, recognizing women from across the spectrum who are just doing incredible work, who otherwise would be unsung, unrecognized. I know that, Mr. Sharp, who will speak to you later, he, together with the CEO, Niti Aayog, and Anna, co-chaired the committee of WEP. And every meeting, there are more and more and more, bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's not just the center that's growing. It's the chapters in the states, in the districts, in the other places that you may not recognize that are actually coming together. So कहते हैं ना लोग चलते गए और कारवां बनता गया. So this is the कारवां that's actually part of this is being reflected today. Many, many stories which you will hear from everyone. And yet this is the beginning. It's the beginning of so much more that we have to do. So with my huge compliments to Anna, the Niti Aayog team, and Anna's vision and her determination and her perseverance through everything, through COVID, through challenges, to say this has to be done. And we see it resonate across partners and particularly in the lives of the women who themselves are wanting to change other people's lives. So congratulations, and here's to much more. Oh, I'd introduce myself. I'm Radhika, and I work with the Resident Coordinator's office. I head his office, and I'm the Chief of Staff. But I'm also as a part of the UN system, we bring the UN system together. So one of the things that we've been able to do is also bring the parts of the UN organizations together, because many of us are working on this important topic. There is UN Women who work in women entrepreneurship. There's UNESCAP that works on inclusive businesses. There are other agencies that work on this. So part of our job is not just to support through the coordinator's office, but also to bring the ecosystem of the UN system together, which of course is represented through the resident coordinator's office. And that's what first brought me here. So thank you again.
Good evening. This is a surprise. I didn't expect to be talking. My name is Dr. Latika Nath. I'm a conservation ecologist, a photographer, hotelier. I work on sustainability. I work on climate change. I work on tourism. And I had the good fortune of meeting with Anna Roy a few years ago, and in her wonderful way, she just sort of swept us all together into contributing and being a part of WEP. I was very fortunate because they were doing a program in the northeast of India for women who own homestays. And I spent some days with them, and we were discussing the challenges and the dreams that these people had, not only for themselves and their families, but also the entire northeast region of India, which is one of the most special and unique parts of our country. And what was wonderful for me to see was, how they not only addressed the normal issues that any homestay owner would have, but at the same time, every single one of them had this deep commitment to the environment and to being as ecologically sensitive in all that they do every day. And this, I think, was a game changer for me, that people from different walks of life, from different parts of the country, all had this common vision a vision of welcoming people to an entire region of India and doing it in a way that not only showcased their culture, but also conveyed their principles and their beliefs in why sustainability was so core and so important to every single one of them. I think for me, that was something that WEP has been doing that's a complete game changer. No other organization on that scale allows people to come forward and exchange ideas on something as important as this. I'm hoping that with the new program now, looking at states like UP and working with women there, we're going to be making another big difference and allowing women from this region also to come forward and join the movement and make a big change. So once again, thank you for having me here. Thank you for allowing me to speak. And I really hope that WEP is going to go ahead and really bring a sea of change to the way women entrepreneurs are looked at in India. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Anna ma'am. I have been involved with WEP since its inception, and it has been such a beautiful journey for me, not only as an entrepreneur, but also as being able to give something to other women entrepreneurs out there. I feel today WEP is such a vital part of any women, can be such a vital part for any women entrepreneurs' journey out there. As someone who's been an entrepreneur, I know this journey has never always been a straight line. And that's where WEP comes in. It helps women entrepreneurs in every part of their journey, right from dreaming of an idea to scaling up a business and everything that comes in between. I think WEP is not just a platform, it's a support system. It not only provides us with resources, but it provides us with visibility, with the right access, with the right connections, and a community, So I feel that for WEP and for this ecosystem to grow, I think it's somewhere we need to play a part as well. And I think we need more active engagement. So it's a request, let's continue to show up for each other. Let's continue to contribute as much as we can, because serving the cause of women entrepreneurship is not just a cause, but it's contributing to a larger movement to build a stronger, more inclusive tomorrow. Because when women rise, societies progress, economies grow faster, and you build a better future. So it's a request for all of us to contribute as much as we can to this sisterhood and rise together. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika, Shivani, and Latika. So this is WEP for you. And I'm so proud of Ruchita Bansal, our most recent member of our community. I'm yet to come across a more proactive lady who doesn't have weekends. She has no fixed time, and I think she is more hyper than I am. So I look forward to really working with her and the entire COVI and the PhD Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we move on to an exciting part of the evening, the official launch of the collaborations and the programs to strengthen the ecosystem for women entrepreneurs. The moment marks the celebration of a meaningful partnership between the Women Entrepreneurship Platform and COVI Haryana, a collaboration focused on building capacities, expanding access to opportunities, and offering sector-focused support to women entrepreneurs, thereby driving inclusive growth across Haryana and beyond. So, may I now invite Ms. Ruchita Bansal, Founder and President COVI Haryana Chapter, Anu Sehgal, Miss Anna Roy, and Mr. Shombi Sharp to come on the stage. We'll have the official launch of the collaboration. So, yes, to launch the partnership. Please give a huge round of applause. Now I request all the dignitaries on the stage for a group photograph. Please give a big hand to the collaboration between WEP and Kobe Haryana. Thank you. I would request Mr. Shombi Sharp and Miss Anna Roy to please stay on the stage. Next, we are equally proud to announce the partnership between Women Entrepreneurship Platform and the PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This collaboration is focused on creating an enabling ecosystem that nurtures, supports, and scales women-led enterprises across diverse sectors and geographies. I also like to invite Ms. Aruna Oswal, Chair WCD and Entrepreneurship Committee from the PhD Chamber of Commerce, to please come on the stage. And also Ms. Archana Agarwal, the Co-Chair of PhD Chamber of Commerce, to join us on the stage. Please welcome them with a huge round of applause. Again, I would like to request Mr. Shombi Sharp to do the honors to launch the partnership between PhD Chamber of Commerce and Women Entrepreneurship Platform. So we'll have a group photograph. Yes, of course. So may I please request Ms. Shalini also to join us for the photograph. So she is the pillar of strength as per. Thank you so much. At the Women Entrepreneurship Platform, we believe in the power of Karma Shakti, the strength of action. In this spirit, WEP continues to walk hand in hand with women entrepreneurs, providing support that helps them grow, scale, and thrive. One of our flagship initiatives, the Award to Reward program, is built to address the diverse and evolving needs of women entrepreneurs, from capacity building and mentorship to market access, while also celebrating their achievements and relentless spirit. So far, the ATR program has impacted over 800 women entrepreneurs across 15 unique cohorts, representing sectors like retail, hospitality, agri-tech, sustainability, and more. And today, we take this impact forward with launch of new sector-specific ATR programs. Let us begin. Our first launch this evening is Desi Swad, a unique program under the ATR initiative brought to you by Kovi Haryana in collaboration with Women Entrepreneurship Platform. Desi Swad is designed to support women entrepreneurs involved in traditional snack production. Through this initiative, women receive essential training, tools, mentorship, and market access, equipping them to scale their ventures in the food and beverage sector. What makes Desi Swad truly remarkable is its focus on transformation, with many participants moving from self help groups to becoming independent entrepreneurs in their own right. So, may I now invite Ms. Ruchita Bansal, founder and president, Kovi Haryana, to join us on the stage. And again, to do the honors, Mr. Shombi Sharp to launch Desi Swad. Yes, so for the group photograph is now happening. Please give a big hand to Desi Swad. So our next program under ATR, which is being launched is with collaboration of NASCOM Foundation. This initiative is focused on empowering 30 women rural entrepreneurs in handicrafts sector in Karnataka. Through this program, the selected women will receive end-to-end guidance and support, including productivity enhancement, digital skilling, access to finance, and help with formalizing their business. At the end of the program, top performing entrepreneurs will be felicitated, serving as role models and inspiring other rural women to take the entrepreneurial leap. So I think we have Ms. Jyoti Sharma, CEO of NASCOM Foundation on the stage. So now and Ms. Polomi from NASCOM Foundation. So now we launch this ATR program. Yes, now the group photograph, please. Thank you so much. Now we move to the launch of another exciting ATR program brought to you in collaboration with Usha International, focusing on the apparel and textile sector in Uttar Pradesh. This initiative is committed to empowering women entrepreneurs by enhancing their skills, confidence, and leadership. The aim is to help them transition from local village level ventures to showcasing their work on the state and national platforms, thereby driving sustainable growth and expanding their impact. So, may I please request Ms. Mary Titi, VP Usha Social Service from Usha International, to please join us on the stage, and Ms. Surbhi and Mr. Alokji. So, I would request Mr. Shombi Shah to launch this initiative. So, now I request all of you to have a group photograph. Thank you so much. As the name suggests, the Award to Reward program is not only about support, it's about celebrating resilience, innovation, and leadership. Tonight, we honor and felicitate women entrepreneurs who have shown outstanding performance through the ATR program. To begin, I would like to invite Ms. Astha Almast, co-founder of New Shop, to join us on the stage. And next, I would also like to invite all our ATR winners, Miss Shubhangani Gupta, Miss Dhara Parihar, Miss Anjali Mathur, Miss Payal Sood, Miss Jaya Mathur, Miss Vanika Kakkar, Miss Suma Dutt, Miss Sudipta Rath, and Miss Simran. Please join us on the stage.
I would just like to explain the award to reward program. Basically, it is a plug and play. आप जिस इंडस्ट्री में हैं, हम उसी इंडस्ट्री का प्रोग्राम बनाएंगे. उषा इंटरनेशनल के साथ हमने टेलरिंग का किया है, बाकी हर सेक्टर में हम करते हैं. आस्था इज़ अ यंग मदर एंड सेज अ लॉट. छोटे बच्चे को छोड़ के आई है, दैट शोज द कमिटमेंट. एंड इन्होंने हमारे साथ रिटेल स्पेस में किया है. They have taken over, she is a co-founder of New Shop. They have taken over the chain of 24/7. और जो पहला कोहॉर्ट हमने इनके साथ लॉन्च किया था वो दिल्ली में था, जिसमें कि कंपटीशन से हम कोहॉर्ट को आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, फिर उनको ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, फिर हम एक और राउंड ऑफ कंपटीशन करते हैं देखने के लिए उनमें से कितनों ने ज़्यादा अपना वो दिखाया है, who show more progress, and we identify as the winners. हमारे साथ जो आप इनको देख रहे हैं, ये सारे विनर्स हैं इस प्रोग्राम के, जो न्यू शॉप के साथ हमने किया. इनको फिर रिवॉर्ड दिया जाता है और इनको हैंड होल्डिंग भी किया जाता है, चाहे एक्सेस ऑफ फाइनेंस हो, मार्केटिंग हो, हर किस्म का चीज़. तो ऐसे हमने पहले 6 वो प्रोग्राम्स किए, 6 ऑनगोइंग हैं. And this is the 7th one which is getting completed today. So it gives me great pleasure to celebrate the success of all these wonderful women who are on their way to open their new shop, retail outlet in different parts of the city. So please visit their outlets and please help them make successful entrepreneurs. Thank you. Thank you, Astha, for all the hard work that you put in.
Thank you so much. A heartfelt congratulations to each of these incredible women. Please give them a huge round of applause. Yes.
Hello everyone, I'm Astha, I'm New Shop's co-founder and CEO. So today I'm so excited, first of all, thank you Anna Roy ma'am for giving us this opportunity to be partnering with WEP and giving us a path to educate young women on how retail works. And it's been a phenomenal journey. Just to summarize what we've done here is that we built a cohort of about 30 women who were very entrepreneurial young and wanted to start their business in retail. And none of them had any prior knowledge or understanding of how retail works. And since I am a retail entrepreneur myself, I can tell you that as a young mother, the reason I'm standing here, leaving a 6-month-old behind at home, is because retail is a business that gives the flexibility of handling, your household commitment as well as, your work commitment together flawlessly. Simply because, you can actually handle so many things. It's once a retail business is started, it's kind of like set up on an autopilot mode, and when you have a team of a good store manager and various other employees, you can run this at your own convenience of being at home and being at store. So when I met Anna ma'am, she told me, I was in fact about to deliver, like fully pregnant. And I told her that I also wish to start something that empowers other women to come out of their homes and be successful business owners. And I think retail is, the sure shot, easiest, and the most risk-free way of, running a business, managing both the household and professional opportunities. So she was very kind. And what we did was announce this program about 5 months ago, got a cohort of shortlisted 30 exceptionally talented women who were eager to learn about retail, ran a course where we taught them various facets of retail, from starting a store to constructing a store to finance, accounting, product placements, everything that makes a FMCG retail store successful. And today we're celebrating 10 exceptionally amazing women who performed really well, attended our courses, passed the exam with flying colors, and awarding them with a New Shop franchise, waiving off the entire franchise fee completely. And nothing more than seeing 10 more women like me who are beginning their retail journey, something that I began 5 years ago.
Thank you, Ms. Astha, and once again, a heartfelt congratulations to all the winners. Now, Ms. Simran wants to say something, so I would request her to please come on the stage.
नमस्ते, मैं आप सभी का अभिनंदन करती हूँ। हाल ही में मैं अभी द न्यू शॉप से जुड़ी हूँ और प्रोफेशनली मैं एक बाइकर हूँ। तकरीबन 2012 से बाइकिंग कर रही हूँ। यहाँ स्टेज पे आने का मेरा एक मुहिम समझ लीजिए, रिक्वेस्ट समझ लीजिए, स्पेशली फॉर द वुमेन, कि इससे अच्छी ये इस प्लेटफॉर्म से अच्छा मुझे और कुछ नहीं मिल सकता कि मैं अपनी बात रख सकूँ। ज़्यादातर जो मैं डेली रूटीन में औरतों से मिलती हूँ, मैं उनसे ये जानने को मिलता है कि वो राइड नहीं करते हैं या मोबिलिटी नहीं करते हैं, लाइक ना उनको कार चलानी आती है, ना बाइक, ना स्कूटी। तो मेरी आप लोगों से एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप लोग जो भी कैपेबल हो चलाने में, चाहे वो स्कूटी हो, कार हो, बाइक हो, कुछ भी हो, आप उसको सीखें, चलाएं। और आप यकीन मानिए, अगर आप ऐसा करते हैं तो आपके बिजनेस में आपकी इस मोबिलिटी से 4 चांद लग जाएगा। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much. I request everyone on the stage to please take their seats. You may. Now we have the young Kovi. So, we are delighted to announce the launch of Young Kovi, a vibrant new vertical dedicated to nurturing aspiring young entrepreneurs. These initiatives mark a significant step in expanding regional presence and cultivating future-ready women leaders in entrepreneurship. May I now request Ms. Shilpi Koni to come on the stage.
ओ बड़ी बड़ी बात तेरी छोटी छोटी सोच क्यों है जी, ओहो पाजी, ओ उखड़े उखड़े क्यों खड़े जी, हंसता तो हंस देगी दुनिया जी। ओ आए जो ऑन द फ्लोर कुड़ी तो खूब मचाए शोर, तू भी झूम लेना इसकी बीट ते, कुड़ी नू नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे, तू आज लगाने दे ढूंढ के, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नू नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे।
तो इंडिया में जुगाड़ होता है, हमारा थोड़ा सा हिच हो गया है, तो प्रोग्राम में थोड़ा सा चेंज कर रहे हैं, प्लीज़ माइंड मत कीजिएगा। इंस्टेड ऑफ यंग कोवी, वो अभी तैयार हो रही हैं हमारी यंगस्टर्स जो हैं, आपको पता है जेन ज़ी है, उनको ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है तैयार होने में, तो हम थोड़ा सा उनके लिए वेट करते हैं। इन द मीन टाइम, इट इज़ माई एब्सोल्यूट ऑनर एंड प्लेजर टू इन्वाइट मिस्टर शॉम्बी शार. I know he's very, very happy today, and because he's always happy being part of WEP. He never says no to any of our programs, no matter what. He's always there, supporting us, encouraging our cohort. So with that, I request Mr. Sharp to deliver his keynote address. Over to you, Sharp.
Thank you so much. It's always a great honor when I can be a stand-in for young people. Having been a young person myself once, a long time ago, also to bring a little bit of diversity, which is a rare occasion for me, which is exactly the topic of this evening. So I'm very pleased. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm very pleased to join our dear friend Anna Roy of Niti Aayog, with whom the UN has been very privileged to work closely on WEP and Niti Aayog more broadly. Speaking of course, to join Ms. Uma Gurkha, founder and director of COVI India, to join Ruchita Bansal, the COVI Haryana chapter lead, and to appreciate the PhD Chamber of Commerce for hosting this gathering here tonight. Namaste, आप सभी को UN परिवार की तरफ से मेरा नमस्कार. मुझे यहाँ बुलाने के लिए धन्यवाद. As Anna said, it is always a pleasure to join these important, and this is a particularly important confluence of powers here tonight, COVI, WEP, and PhD Chamber of Commerce all coming together. I think that the reason being to take a step back. If we look at what's happening in the world, we see a world beset by challenges. We see that 83% of the Sustainable Development Goals are off track. We see a world beset with conflict, with debt crises. And this is a moment in time, this is a year of milestones. It is the 80th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations, the very concept of coming together, collective solutions for common challenges. It's the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration, putting the absolute urgency of gender equality at the core of international dialogue and action. As I like to say, Mamla urgent hai. That's when we recognized. And yet, and here we are at the 10th anniversary of the Sustainable Development Goals as well, putting numbers and targets on our collective aspirations. But the problem is that we are not getting to where we need to be. Gender equality is still, depending on your metric, over 130 years away. Some say even more. This is not possible. And as the Secretary General of the United Nations has said, therefore, gender equality is the unfinished business of our time. If we look at the world, it may seem insurmountable almost. 2.5 billion women globally face legal barriers to employment. Women the age 25 to 54 enjoy labor force participation rates far below those of men. As we've heard here in India, though, the numbers are rising thanks to efforts like this. The number of enterprises run by women is still far too low. But the economic case is absolutely clear. Of course, gender equality is first and foremost an issue of rights, an issue of human rights, that every person, regardless of gender or other identity, must have the full ability to be the full person they can be. But it is also simple, smart economics. If we were to achieve gender equality, this would add $12 trillion of value to the global economy. In India alone, achieving gender equality could add $7 billion to GDP, even by the end of this year, could create 30 million new jobs. And I think that's exactly what we've been seeing here tonight. This is about job creation. This is about value creation, wealth creation for everybody. This is about aligning the Agenda 2030 with 2047, Viksit Bharat. These are two stepping stones on the same path to prosperity for everybody. And that's why we are, in the UN, we are so pleased that India has put gender equality and women's empowerment at the core. Nari Shakti at the core of 2047. So many important government schemes and initiatives and investments. We've been hearing about some of them here tonight, from Udyogini scheme to Mahila Samriddhi Yojana, to Mudra Yojana, and we saw the union budget putting so much investment into building and supporting women's entrepreneurship. So if we're talking about the number 7 Radhika mentioned here tonight, but there's also this number 3. 3 forces. I'll speak of a different number 3. One is the power of India's incredible demographic dividend, specifically the gender dividend, the potential to transform not just India, but the world. The other 2 are those forces which will help unleash and unlock that potential. That is government leadership, together with India's incredibly dynamic business and private sector, which will do the heavy lifting we know for the SDGs. It is the business sector, the private sector, that brings 80-something% of investments, that creates the jobs, the majority of jobs that we need for collective prosperity. And so the WEP is an incredible partnership, aggregator, that we've seen bringing together all of these partnerships across government, across private sector, the international community, with incredible impact this far. And I think that, it's not about the numbers, it's about the people. One example, Sayanika, a single mother, a social worker from Assam, who was able to turn from caregiver into an entrepreneur when her father's illness inspired her to launch Indie Meat, offering protein-rich, ethically sourced meals from tribal women farmers through WP's Award to Reward program that we've heard about. Sayanika received mentorship, she received financial support, and together this helped her break through barriers in this traditionally male-dominated industry, meat industry. And so Kovi and the Haryana chapter and all of these efforts truly feed into this one-of-a-kind aggregator platform, whole of society. And in my 20 years, getting back to the age, 20 years, the gray hair of experience, actually more than 20, I have seen time and again in every country, in every continent, that when women lead, communities, businesses, nations prosper. Together, we can make this happen because we know that Nari Shakti desh ki sabse badi takat hai. And again, to conclude, I grew up with the slogan, think globally, act locally. But the unique opportunity you have here, we all have in India, is that when you act locally, you impact globally. And as I always like to say, SDGs दुनिया में मुमकिन होंगी क्योंकि इंडिया भारत में मुमकिन होंगी. Thanks to all of you. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
थैंक यू मिस्टर शॉम्बी साहब, आपका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर always your unwavering support for the women-led development in India. Next, we are delighted to announce the launch of Kove Haryana, the Chandigarh subchapter, a step that I believe will transform the entrepreneurial landscape for women in this region. Now I invite Ms. Uma Gurkhaji, Ms. Urvashi Mittal, Ms. Shilpa Sarpa, along with Livleen Sindhu, Ashima Sharma, Mansha Chok, Ms. Soumya, Ms. Drishti. And of course, Ms. Anna Roy, Principal Economic Advisor, and Mr. Shombi Shah, our Chief Guest, for the launch of this Kove Haryana Chandigarh subchapter. So unfortunately, the placard has not come. So we'll have the group picture just without the placard. So I'll request all of you to have a group picture. Please give a huge round of applause to Kobe Haryana Chandigarh Sub Chapter team. Thank you so much. Next, we announce the launch of Young Kobe, a vibrant new vertical dedicated to nurturing aspiring young entrepreneurs. These initiatives mark a significant step in expanding regional presence and cultivating future-ready women entrepreneurs. So now I would like to invite Miss Shilpi Soni, Miss Meenu Miglani, Miss Sangeeta Agarwal, along with the members of Young Kovi team. The members are Miss Manika, Miss Rayana, Miss Saina, Miss Tanisha, Miss Kaira, Miss Ciara, Miss Moksha, Miss Ananya, Miss Asmi, Miss Nandini, and Miss Pavki and Vasaswi. I request everyone to please come on the stage. We'll have a group photograph now. Please give a huge round of applause to the Young Kobe team. Thank you so much. I would request everyone to please take their respective seats. And I'll request Miss Shilpi Soni and Miss Manika Chakravarti to come on the stage. And yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow young leaders, we are thrilled to welcome you to the launch of Young Kovi Haryana chapter, a dynamic young chapter dedicated to empowering young individuals. This chapter is designed to provide a platform for young professionals, students, and entrepreneurs to connect, learn, and grow together. As we embark on this exciting journey, we recognize the potential and energy that young people bring to the table. Our chapter aims to foster a supportive community that encourages innovation, creativity, and collaboration. Let's get started and make a difference together.
Kobe empowers women to build creatively, but also compliantly and smartly. From government schemes to MSME, SIDBI, and now also WEP, it's a launchpad for turning bold ideas into sustainable businesses. Young Kobe is designed for young entrepreneurs, creatives, and leaders. So to every aspiring person sitting here, every dreamer, this is Young Kobe. And now, please welcome on stage Ciara, a young singer-songwriter blending Hindustani roots with global soul. She's joined by Pragyan Nath, a gifted guitarist and performer. Please enjoy.
नहीं 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 ये बातें है पुरानी, कैसी पहेली है ये, कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी। थामा हारों का इसको किसने, हाँ ये तो बहता पानी। कैसी पहेली है ये, कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी। ला 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 ला, zoo 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 zoo, पीले से इसमें नशा जिसने पिया वो गम भी हंसा, पल में हंसाए और पल में रुलाए ये कहानी। कैसी पहेली है ये, कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी। थामा हारों का इसको किसने, हाँ ये तो बहता पानी। हाँ, कैसी पहेली है ये, कैसी पहेली जिंदगानी। ला 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 ला, zoo 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 zoo. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful song. Now, with this, we have officially come to the end of this event. At last, we'll have the felicitation ceremony. For this, I would like to invite Miss Anna Roy, Miss Aruna Oswal, Miss Ruchita Bansal, Miss Uma Gurkha to felicitate Shri Shombi Shah. Yes. Please give a huge round of applause to our chief guest, Mr. Shombi Shah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, of course. Please.
No, I just simply want to say again, thanks so much to everybody here, Kovi and the NITI colleagues, PhD, Chamber of Commerce, and just to say that, I like to say now, मैं दिल्ली वाला हूँ, although I love every part of India, and I've just realized tonight, one benefit of being a Dilliwal is I'm going to be the very first customer at the new shops. As soon as they open, all of these amazing young women entrepreneurs. So please let me know when we're going to have the ribbon cutting for the new shops. Thank you so much. Truly, truly, badai ho. Thank you.
I think Monica got carried away. all these wonderful ladies are also to be felicitated. So please stay on the stage. Yeah, please, can we have them? Aruna ji. I know. वो बाद में नेम देख लेंगे.
इजहार बहुत हैवी किया.
Even maybe like a run of Kutch.
Yeah. This is Spartan design Rajkot.
Yes. That's it? You don't felicitate you?
Thank you so much. Now, at last, I would like to invite Ms. Suchika Gupta from WEP team to deliver the vote of thanks. Ms. Suchika Gupta.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all our distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, partners, and participants. On behalf of Women Entrepreneurship Platform and COVI, I'm honored to offer my sincere thanks for your presence at this impactful event. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Shombi Sharp, the UN Resident Coordinator, for gracing this occasion with his presence and for his inspiring address. Your insights and support for women entrepreneurship have truly enriching this gathering, and we are deeply honored by your participation in launching key initiatives that will strengthen the ecosystem for women entrepreneurs across India. I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to Ms. Anna Roy, Principal Economic Advisor at Niti Aayog and the Mission Director for Women Entrepreneurship Platform, and a guiding force behind all the WEP community for presenting the vision of Women Entrepreneurship Platform in front of us. Your leadership and commitment to fostering an inclusive entrepreneurial landscape continues to inspire us all. Our deepest thanks goes to Ms. Aruna Oswal from PhD CCI for her warm welcome and for setting the context for today's event. Your unwavering support and collaboration have been instrumental in making this event a reality. I'm equally grateful to Ms. Uma Gurkha, founder and director of COVI, for her enlightening remarks on the evolving landscape of entrepreneurship in India. Your dedication to empowering women entrepreneurs is truly commendable and sets a strong foundation for our collective efforts. A special note to thank all our partners, PhD, Chamber of Commerce and Industries, NASCOM Foundation, Usha and NewShop for their collaboration in launching transformative initiatives and award programs today. Your commitment to this cause is deeply appreciated. To all the winners of the NewShop Award to Reward program, congratulations on your remarkable achievements. Your success is a testament to the resilience, innovation, and the spirit of women entrepreneurs, and we are proud to celebrate you all today. To all our organizers, Hublet Luminaires and Goyal Group, volunteers, and the entire team of COVI and Web, thank you for all your tireless efforts in ensuring the success of this event. From the seamless registration to the meticulous planning of every session, your hard work has made this evening both impactful and memorable. Finally, to all our esteemed guests, participants, and attendees, thank you for taking time to join us today. Your presence, enthusiasm, and engagement have made this event a resounding success. We look forward to your continued support as we work together to build a vibrant and inclusive ecosystem for women entrepreneurs in India. As we move towards the networking dinner, I invite you all to continue the conversation, forge new connections, and inspire one another. Thank you once again for being a part of this remarkable evening. Thank you.